All right, just from Huntington Beach, following social media. We are down here at Beach Boulevard and Utica at the moment. I just got here. So, as you can see, they do have it blocked off right here. We have conflict, not sure if it was a stabbing. One person said that 2 people are dead, but I can't confirm anything yet. Social media is all over the place, so I can't confirm anything yet. One was transported, I believe. We're at Utica and Beach Boulevard. Not seeing much in front of us. Someone mentioned that Delaware had a lot of police officers, Delaware and Adams. So it's more down at Florida, so they won't let me down, so I'm trying to think what's the best. I might have to drive. So I might have to drive over to, we're just going to get a picture here. So I might have to drive over to, we'll go down Yorktown, maybe park over there. Yeah, we're not seeing nothing here. I see some vehicles in the street, that's about it. I can't even tell what they are. But what are you guys hearing on social media? I saw this call come across, and I thought it was a regular medical call, and so I never even thought twice about it. Then I got a phone call saying, "Hey, what's going on in Huntington Beach?" Then I went to social media, and I know 1% stabbing. And then I heard shooting. And then I heard 2 people were killed. One person went, and then I heard someone in an ambulance. Someone in an ambulance, but they didn't leave with sirens on. I'll have to get back on social media because I heard like 3 different things. I heard stabbing, I heard shooting, I heard 2 people were killed. I heard there was a lot of police at Florida, over at Delaware and Adams, but a viewer here saying, hey, it's at Florida and Utica, which is in front of us, but I won't be able to get down there. That's the way it is. I don't know if I go to Yorktown, I can walk down, get a better vantage point, but they're not going to let me walk down there. At least I think. Maybe this is just close through traffic. Let me ask him if I'm allowed to walk down there. Is this close to walking traffic closed?
At some point it is, yes. It's taped off filter. So.
Can I walk down a little bit?
Yeah.
To the tape?
Yeah, you're not obviously not going to be able to get past that.
Oh yeah, I understand that. I'm with media, OC Street Media, covering what's going on.
You're not going to be able to get
yeah.
past the tape.
Okay. Thank you. So. Oh, I just hit a car. We can walk it down a little bit. The parking patrol officer said we can walk down a little bit, so I did pick up my stabilizer, but I'm going to use my tripod on this one. Yeah, I'm not sure if the crime scene motorhome might be here already. Yeah, if you guys hear what's going on, I'm not currently on the social media page. So it looks like we got tape right here. Oh, we're tape in front of us. I'm an idiot. So we won't be able to go any further. I'm not sure if that's the... Hey, Miss Al, how you doing this evening? We're in Huntington Beach. I don't know the whole story at all at the moment. We're off the Utica in Florida. They got it taped off all here. I'll have to get on social media and let us, those that are watching, following social media in Huntington Beach on some of the forums out there, what's going on here. I don't know if it was a stabbing, shooting. I'm hearing 2 fatalities. I heard one person went in an ambulance, but no sirens when it left. Again, I saw the call pop up. I thought it was just Florida. I didn't look where on Florida, and then we got certain parts of Florida. We got senior citizen places, so they're going there every night. So I thought it was just one of those calls. Usually, I'm watching out for a battalion chief to show up to a call like this. That's what makes me come out here. But so I didn't think anything about it until a stringer called me. I better call him right now, let him know that I'm here. Yeah, we got detectives, I believe, right next to me. I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes. I am on assignment. I'm on assignment here, so I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes. Hey, how you guys doing? What are you guys hearing going on down there?
Huh?
I'm with media. What are you guys hearing down there? Some shots.
I just barely getting back to my fucking house. I just get fucking much of this shit.
Yeah. I tried to ask a couple people walking by if they knew what was going on, but they didn't. So we're seeing tape in front of me, and then 50 yards, there's another set of tape. They are, so it's right in this little area right here because they're letting through traffic go through. They're letting, I see cars driving through, so I believe we're right in this little area right here. Again, I saw the call pop up, and it was just a medical emergency. And I thought it was one of the senior citizen homes facilities because every day the fire department's going there. I'm always, for a medical emergency, I'm always looking for, if it's more than a medical emergency, I'm looking for like the battalion chief, but no battalion chief came to this scene then. I had a stringer call me, want to know, or he texts me what's going on in Huntington Beach. That's when I check social media. I haven't checked it since I got here. I'll see if I can find someone. I don't know if we can get a statement or not. Let me look around a little. We had a house next to us that's under construction. A lot of remodels going in this city. Again, we're on Utica, in between Beach Boulevard and Florida Street. How you guys doing? I'm gonna go see these street media. You guys know what's going on? I'm here on social media stabbing, and I'm here shooting, 2 people killed.
On here, I was hearing shooting. Someone just posted a minute ago that it was someone was shot.
Yeah.
But that's like they weren't here.
Oh, yeah.
That guy just called me on a skateboard. Lives right here. He said he had a beer shot, but his friends called him and said there's something on your house. Are you okay? He said it's not me. They said there's another house on Adams in Delaware that's also taken up.
Yeah, I heard some say I have tons of cops at Adams and I heard some kids were out there and they thought maybe it was kids.
Maybe the kids were just going to check it out.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it wasn't them. But yeah, somebody said something shot. But that guy was standing on it. Again, yeah, maybe it was just them checking it out.
Are they letting people walk through here?
That was on the side.
Okay.
It's outside the
Thank you.
Yeah,
All right. I was just talking to a neighbor in here. We do got two scenes here. As someone did say on social media, Adams and Delaware, there's another scene over there that's taped off. So we're probably going to walk down that way. Because we're able to walk, how the tape is set up, we're able to walk. So we're able to walk to, oh, Delaware. Whoa. Delaware. I was thinking a short little walk with Florida in front of me, but then you got Delaware, and then so we might drive over there and do a little filming over there, see what we got going on over there. Because where we're sitting at right now, I don't really see nothing in this little area. This area we got taped off. I don't know what. Yeah, I'm not seeing like nothing in this little area right here. Unless there's something over to the right here. But I'm not seeing nothing. I believe there's more tape over there. So we might hop in the car and drive over to Delaware and Adams. I'm not sure if the command post van pulled up or not. I don't see it over here. Or motorhome. Well, maybe we'll walk on the other side, get pictures from the other direction, and yeah, they're definitely letting cars drive through Florida. I'm looking in this little area. I don't see like anything on the ground. A person on a skateboard that lives in there, he didn't hear any gunshots. Yeah, I might be able to, if I hop in the car, I'll drive over to Adams and then park on Florida and then walk over to Delaware. This happened over an hour ago. I know that. Social media reports were, some were saying with a shooting, some were saying with a stabbing. One person said 2 people were killed. I don't know if anyone's been killed. Not that I haven't been able to talk to any of the officers here. But there's 2 scenes here. We're off of Utica, right between Florida and Beach Boulevard, those that live in Huntington Beach. Then there's another scene probably about a half mile, quarter mile from here. I might have to walk my car or get in my car to drive over there. It's kind of a long walk for me, so. But where we're at right now, I don't see anything on the ground. I did see this call, as I said earlier, I did see this call come up, but came across as a medical emergency. So I didn't think nothing about it. And then I had a stringer that goes out and films scenes call me or text me what's going on in Huntington Beach. And I looked at social media and yeah.
Yeah, it's like, hopefully he's over the hospital.
Again, I don't see anything over here, like on the ground wise. I don't know if this car here parked the wrong way, if that's one of the detectives' cars, or someone just parked the wrong way. don't like walking on other people's property. Yeah.
I was just coming out to talk to you guys real quick. Our neighbor next door has a camera right here on this post.
Yeah.
And he's going to check that one too.
Were you hearing what was going on?
I didn't hear anything, but we looked on our cameras for the cops that were over here earlier because we saw a little bit, but it's kind of blocked by this.
Yeah.
But he's got a camera on this post, so he was going to pull that and check it. And they gave us like a deal we could send it over to.
So more happened in the alley over here, you think? Or is that an alley or just?
On my camera, you see like a kind of younger kid right here by this wall, and he kind of walks back towards the alley, and you can't tell if there's a car in the alley. And another car pulls up and stops right here for a minute, and then our camera shuts off.
I'm hearing there's something going on at Delaware too, Delaware and Adams.
I didn't get involved with it. I was just trying to show them.
Oh yeah.
There was like a guy walking, a younger kid walking around right here by the wall. And then he kind of walked back towards the alley. It looked like you couldn't tell if there was a car in the alley or not. And then a white car pulled up and stopped. That's my neighbor. Hey, Boot. Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure. We just figured.
One of the couple of houses have cameras here. All he could see is one kid was like walked over this way and a car pulled over, but other than that, he's not sure what happened. He doesn't know anything about the Delaware Adams area.
We're walking all this off.
Got it?
Everybody's got to move along, please.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you, Boo. Yeah, he said he doesn't have nothing on any of
Oh,
this.
okay.
He
Thank
said
you.
He just looked all his facing
Keep
inside.
moving, guys. Down to the Blackpool Residence Beach. We're going all the way down there.
You know, I'm not sure too, guys, but they do have cameras on the school. You may ask them.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, they're kicking us all the way back to Beach Boulevard. I just noticed they had the school parking lot all taped off too. Right now he's putting the tape up right here. That's what I'm still trying to figure out, because social media is like saying a couple of different things. Like happened maybe right on the other side of the school. Guy said you could see on the camera like a kid. And then he said something about a car pulling over. One person said there was a shooting. Another one said there was a stabbing.
Oh, yeah?
And then supposedly there's another scene over at Adams and Delaware. But I'm not seeing like anything in the street or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
You just walked by. You walked all the way this way,
Yeah, yeah.
and they let you through.
Oh, no. I live right here, but I can't park in over here.
Why there's a lot of police?
Yeah, so it's social media. One person said 2 people were killed, but nothing. I don't even know what's going on. I need to talk to like a information officer.
Oh, okay. You see the guy passed away?
I don't know.
Oh, you
I'm just saying social media. They're saying all different things.
Oh. Okay, I see.
Oh my.
But I kind of looked around. I don't see nothing, but I'm kind of blind. But he said like on the camera you could see a kid.
There's like a kid around there.
There's a lot of detectives out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to drive over the Delaware, see what I can see over there, because someone said it's taped off over there. Delaware and Adams.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Now you guys can't take.
I didn't see anything on Delaware either.
Oh, you didn't see nothing?
No. I didn't see anything. I mean, towards that way, I didn't see anything. But who knows, you know?
It might be all the way at the very end, like where Adams is.
Oh, I see. He's blocked up.
See what happened?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I haven't really heard what happened.
They said someone's dead though. Someone died.
Oh, say someone died?
Were they transported, or there's someone actually here?
Oh, I was talking to that guy. He said that there was like 2 people. One was dead and one was like injured. They took him to like the ER.
Yeah. Because are you hearing anything about over off Delaware and Adams? Someone said there's tape all over at
Yeah,
Delaware.
it's full tape over there.
It is
Oh,
tape?
is it?
Yeah.
So I wonder if is the dead person here or over there? I mean, I don't see nothing here unless someone's down the alley.
Yeah.
We couldn't get. Oh, we didn't check out Delaware.
Oh, you didn't go to Delaware and Adams?
Wait. No.
That's way over there. That's way over there.
We were on the other side. We couldn't get.
Oh, so you're saying someone died?
So are you hearing with a stabbing or?
The guy over there said it was a stabbing.
Oh, okay.
We saw everything too.
Did you guys hear anything?
No, I didn't hear anything, man.
All right, this is OC Street live in Huntington Beach off Utica. We're in between Florida and Beach Boulevard. So a kid did talk to a police officer. He said one person was killed, one person was injured and taken to the hospital. I didn't see nothing when I was walking around here. But those that know me, I am blind, so... A neighbor was pointing towards my right. There was like an alleyway right there. On his camera, he could see a kid go that way, but he couldn't see nothing. And a car pulled up. That's all he saw on the camera. That's all he could say. He saw like a kid go towards the alley on my right-hand side, and then a car pulled up. That's all. Then he just talked to his neighbor, see if he had anything on his camera. I don't think he had anything on his camera. That's that little square area we're in. I couldn't see nothing. I tried to look around. Again, if there is another scene at Delaware and Adams. The guy I just talked to walked from Delaware, but you got to walk another quarter mile, half mile just to get to Adams, unless it's more closer over there, the other scene. Let's see if we can get up over here. They got some of the detectives or officers. Yeah, they're going. They got their flashlights on. They're walking down the alley where a neighbor said that he saw a kid going that way. There's still people inside the taped area. They're walking out. They're letting people walk through. Looks like they brought in they're switching out the parking patrol officers. Looks like they brought in a new one, and the lady, maybe it was the lady's her time that she's off, and they brought a new one in. And I heard them talking about me, so they just said they pushed me back. How you too, man? I tried to look down the alley and the guy said he saw a kid walking down there. It appears that the officers are walking down. Officers and detectives are walking down the alley, but I couldn't see nothing. Did I spell right? You know, those that follow me always. When I put a title in, I always misspell. I got two cameras here. One's broken. The one I put the title on. Yeah, we're in Huntington Beach, California. I'm looking at social media now. People think they're having a DUI check, I believe a DUI checkpoint tonight. Yeah, that was being reported on social media. One deceased and one taken to the hospital. Anybody in here from Huntington Beach hear anything at Delaware and Adams? I don't know if I should lift the tape up.
Thanks, sir. Nice access to law. Doesn't have to.
I didn't hear what he said. So it's being reported that we're on Utica in Huntington Beach. Those that live in Huntington Beach, we're in between Florida and Beach Boulevard. It's being reported just from social media so far, and one person's deceased and one person has been taken to a hospital. We were farther down. They just pushed us back, and a neighbor said he could see on the camera that there was a kid going down the alley, and then a car pulled up. He didn't hear nothing. That's all he could see on the camera. These schools, this school right here, they might have cameras. Obviously, no one's here. I don't know if they keep their cameras on 24/7.
Oh, thanks, man. I was gonna use my old trick.
Okay.
Popping out, jumping over in a second here. Cool. Thank you.
All right. I was trying to contact one of the local news networks. Give me a minute. Definitely not a car crash. I gotta double check social media what people are saying. I haven't. Just a couple of detectives have left. I wanted to see if I could talk to a information officer. Just on one social media page, no one mentioned stabbing or shooting. The neighbor didn't hear any shooting. To be honest, I was at the hotel. I'm living in a hotel right now, and I saw this call come across. Just thought it was a call where they were on said Florida Street, so I figured they were at one of the senior citizen places, because they're going to these facilities every day. Because usually what I'm watching out for is if a battalion chief shows up. That's when I come out to a medical call. When the battalion chief shows up, a battalion chief never came out. Then a stringer who covers the local police activity and texted me, wanted me to know what was going on Huntington Beach. That's when I went to social media. I know one person said stabbing. Then they put assault with a deadly weapon. I won't film too much longer. But I was trying to get hold of a news network that I've worked with in the past. It's kind of hard to report, and when you don't really know what's going on. All the officers and detectives are at the other end. They appear to go down an alley on my right. Now I was trying to look down there, but it was real dark. I couldn't see nothing. And I don't know if there's a second scene, because there was reports of Adams and Delaware that it's taped off over there too, but I can't corroborate that since I'm not over there. I didn't see anything in the street here. But as I said, it looked like some of the detectives walked down an alley to the right, in between the tape. We were up closer, but they pushed us back. We're going to walk down here for a minute. I did pick up a stabilizer, but I thought the camera would be better for this, a gimbal stabilizer. I just thought the camera would be better for this scene, or the tripod. All right, I'm going to step away for a couple minutes. Let me see if I can zoom in. Forgive me, I'm going to step away for a minute. I was going to check with someone if that goes through a lot of these scenes, if they knew what they're hearing. It looks like this call came across at 8:41 p.m. We're going to just get one last picture here, and then I'm probably going to drive over, just see if there is something over off Adams in Delaware. It appears some of the detectives that were here have left. Yeah, there's people said there's a DEI checkpoint going on right now, just down the street from here. See what these sirens all about. Sounds like a police car, so can't tell if it was coming down Beach Boulevard or not. Actually sounds like it's going away. Again, when I got here, we were a little bit closer, I couldn't see anything in the street. They just had a small area taped off at the time I got here, but then they backed us up. I tried to look down an alley, see if I could see anything. An alley to the right. Oh, my tripod. I tried to look to the alley to the right. You can't see it in the picture, but it appeared like some of the detectives were walking down there with their flashlight. It was really dark. People are reporting there's one deceased and one transported to the hospital. Again, those who haven't followed me, I cover, I'm a live streamer on YouTube. I cover local police activity in Huntington Beach and surrounding cities. We did have a few good calls with it yesterday, day before, where I was able to follow the sheriff's department into where they went to a mobile home park and broke down the door. And I know at least one was arrested. A couple were at least detained. I don't know if they were arrested. But we were there live when they were not breaking down the door. Fortunately, I was on my tripod, so it's a real shaky video. I don't see any of the local stringers that usually come out to Huntington Beach. Maybe there is a second scene or they're on the other side of the tape here. Usually I see one or two of them out here, but I don't see them here, but they could be on the other side of the tape. Yeah, there's... See what this vehicle is pulling up. I was going to say it was I can't tell from this vantage point yet. Yeah, I believe that's their crime scene motorhome that's just arrived here, I believe. It looked like it, but yeah, I don't know if you guys followed me long enough. We're on July 4th. Was it last year? Where two people lost their lives in a stabbing on July 4th. And just down the street, we also covered where a woman lost her life, I believe to like an ex-boyfriend or something. But both times this motorhome showed up. It's their command motorhome, I believe. What I like about Santa Ana, they have a lady out there, when you got scenes like this, they got a spokesperson out there talking to all the different media people. That's what I like about Santa Ana. I don't know if they have a spokesperson here or not. But I'm also a nobody. I'm just a YouTube streamer, so I was just reading a couple of social medias. I don't think either one mentioned if it was a shooting or a stabbing. So if we do have a deceased person here, it might be down alley towards the right of me in front of that motorhome that showed up, the command post motorhome. I don't know if it's called the command post. Forgot the name of it. I always like to promote other people out there. You got doing the real journalism out in LA. You got AXN News out on YouTube right now. You also got the auditors out in LA, those that like to follow the auditors. Califield Lives is out in Bakersfield. He's got 2,700 people watching him. Yeah, I was watching him a little bit before I came here. Now I fell asleep. But he's got 2,700 people watching him right now. Yeah, because you don't got some of the, like, TW Lives isn't on all the time now, and then NLM, he's not on much anymore, so that leaves all the viewers going to Califield Live. Good for him. Everybody's on the other side of the tape down at the other end, so I don't think I won't be able to probably get any information from a spokesperson. That's the only reason I was staying a little bit longer. I was hoping to get see if we could talk to a police spokesperson. I remember when he came back. This was several months ago. I think he had to go in the hospital for his foot. I thought he said he was like retired, but then next thing I know, he's back out trucking again. Oh yeah, you just mentioned it. I didn't read your whole comment. Sorry about that. We'd love to turn this into the news if there's no other photographers out here, but they don't like my YouTube videos, so you have to cut it up in like 15-second videos to turn it in, but they don't like, as I said, they don't like the YouTube videos. And then usually who I send my videos in, when I cut it down to 15 seconds, I'll make like 7 to 10 short little clips. But yeah, they won't take this video either. They won't take the long form. And then when I try to send it into the long form or even the short form directly to the news network, it says I have to put it in another file to send it. I'm still learning how to do that. It says too large of a file, I believe, and so I got to move it to a different file. And I think the last thing we made on the news was, I think it was about a month and a half ago, was a fatality. A person walked across the street, got hit by a car at Talbert and Beach Boulevard. That was the last thing that I made the news on. But I haven't turned nothing in since then either. Yeah, I'd go check out Califield Lives right now in Bakersfield, or AX10. It's kind of cool. They got their scanners going so you can listen to the scanner calls. Here, I don't have a scanner, and you can't use a scanner in Orange County. I guess you can have the CHP one on, and I don't know if sheriff has, if you're allowed to use listen to the sheriff. Obviously, we don't have sheriff department in Huntington Beach. And again, if there's anybody else here covering this scene, they're on the other side of the tape then off of Florida. There's no one on my side. I was going to walk down that way, but then the officer said turn around and put up tape over here, so I couldn't walk down there. Yeah, I just hit, I've been doing this for over 1.5 years, 2 years now. We just hit 4,000 hours, so I was able to monetize. I think today I was able to monetize all my videos, but then I put out a little short video, try to get traffic to come out to our, to this channel. And we had a lot of people watch that fire video yesterday, even though I didn't catch the fire. It's hard to catch fire videos. You got to be around the corner, or it's got to be a really good fire that goes for a while. Actually, that sheriff one, I think, had over 5,000 people watching it, I believe. And that was a crappy video too. I mean, I didn't look at it, but I know it was shaky because I didn't have my tripod with me. It was just a fast-moving situation where I didn't have time to grab the tripod. If I would have had my gimbal stabilizer, we would have used it because I would have already had my phone hooked up to it. I ended up picking it up yesterday afternoon. I just didn't bring it to this scene. I thought this was more of a tripod scene, so the gimbal stabilizer is sitting in my car. I appreciate that. I'm just out here. A lot of people probably sleeping by apartments and everything. Yeah, I'm just out here. People always curious what's going on. I've always liked doing this my whole adult life, or even as a kid. You always going around, wonder what's going on, so you go check it out. But people, like especially in Huntington Beach, are always curious what's going on when they hear those sirens. So I come out here and film. I know some people don't like it, but it is what it is. I'm gonna keep filming as long as I don't get beat up. But yeah, so I'm just keeping the people in the community informed. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on here, but we're just going by what social media is saying. I don't know maybe if I walk around or drive around, maybe they'll have a spokesperson over on the other side. But we just don't cover Huntington Beach. We got Fountain Valley. Fountain Valley, we had a good probably was last Friday or Saturday, where a car rolled it, went through like a big sign, tore that sign all to pieces and rolled it. Thankfully, the lady seems like she only suffered minor injuries. But yeah, we hit a couple of calls in Santa Ana. Not good bad scenes. And they were like, I got late there, and where I went to the one where like 5-6 people lost their lives in Santa Ana. We filmed that. But we been to Garden Grove a few times, Newport. We caught a few good accidents in Newport. I just lived down the street from here up to a month ago. I'm living in a hotel right now, but being down towards the beach, you catch a lot of stuff going on down here. But now I'm all the way over in Fountain Valley, so we get a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on in Fountain Valley, but we miss out on a lot of stuff that's in Huntington Beach. Last night there was a fire over in the industrial parks towards, I believe, like Bolsa and I'll just say Bolsa and Graham. I believe it was Argosy Street. Stringer messaged me, but I didn't hear it. It was at midnight. I'm dead sleep at midnight. Yeah, that no one alerted it. There's been, I have the Citizen app. I do have the Citizen app, but I don't think there's been any alerts on any. I gotta see if my alerts are even working. I don't think. Yeah, I'm gonna check it right now. Appears to have been nothing on. No one's reported on Citizen app about this scene here. I just saw sirens go by, but it was way down by I think it was going down Main Street. Oh yeah, there's a medical emergency around the corner from here off Yorktown. I appreciate you watching. I'm probably gonna wrap this up, and maybe I'll drive around to the other side, see if we can get a statement or not. But I'll probably gonna turn the camera off because I gotta go use the restroom. But I'm gonna drive around to the other side, see if possible to get a statement from one of their police information officers. Always something going on in Huntington Beach, always. Alright guys, I'll drive around to the other side, and then if I'm able to get a statement, I'll go live again. But we're just basically looking at tape here. Unfortunately, it appears one person has lost their life here off Utica, and one was transported, unknown condition. Someone did say the person left in the ambulance, but they didn't have their sirens on at all. But we'll drive around to the other side, and if I able to get a statement, I'll go live again. Thanks for watching. Again, go check out AXN News out in LA on YouTube. He's a journalist out there filming it. He works with the local media out there. And also Califield Live in Bakersfield, if he's still live. He usually goes 4 or 5 hours. He's been out for a while now. But thanks for watching, and catch me on the next one. Set your notifications. You never know when I go live. Thanks for watching.